In this video, we are going to look at factoring expressions, which is basically like the opposite of what we were doing with the distributive property. So we are going to be identifying the greatest common factor of our terms and factoring that out. And I'll show you what that means. So for example, we have 15x plus 25. And we can recognize here that our greatest common factor for 15x and 25 is 5, right? We could rewrite this as 5 times 3x plus 5 times 5. And then again, using our knowledge of the distributive property, we can simply write this as 5 times 3x plus 5, right? Because 5 is being multiplied by both 3x and by 5. So factoring this expression leaves us with 5 times 3x plus 5. Let's look at another example. So here we have 1/2 n minus 1/2. And in this case, our greatest common factor here is 1/2. So if we were to divide each of these terms by 1/2, 1/2 n divided by 1/2 leaves us with n. And then 1/2 divided by 1/2 leaves us with 1. So we have here, we've factored out the 1/2, so that's going to be outside of our parentheses, and that's being multiplied by n minus 1. Looking at another example, here we have negative 5d plus 30. So with this one, okay, we can actually factor out the negative as well, so that we end up with positive d here. So our greatest common factor for these would be negative 5. Again, because you've got negative 5 times d equals negative 5d. And then you have negative 5 times negative 6 equals 30. So again, using that distributive property, we can write this as negative 5 times d plus negative 6, or d minus 6. Then finally, here we have negative 8k minus 12. So again, just to help make this easier, right, if we identify each of these terms as negative 8k and negative 12, and then put addition between them, just helps us out a little bit. And again, we're going to look for our greatest common factor. So in this case, the greatest common factor is going to be negative 4. So we'll factor out that negative 4. And negative 4 times 2k is negative 8k. And negative 4 times positive 3 is negative 12. So here we would have plus 3. So that's just a quick look at factoring expressions.